We're going to move on to the next one that's cooking right now. And this one is even going to be spicier. And my mouth is salivating on this one. Olay, what are you cooking for us right now?
Yes, this is a hot one and a delicious one. So this next hot soup is who should pay for a date, the guy or the girl? And it does not matter whether it's the first date. So let's salivate on that. Amy's making up faces, so I don't know what Amy's going to come up with. Well, we all talk about feminism and all of independence.
Independence.
So, let's see.
You see, and that's you see. Don't even get there with me. Being an independent woman has nothing to do with you or my spouse or my boyfriend paying for the date. That has nothing to do with each other. Let's do different things.
No, Amy. You can't double dip. You can't double dip. No.
Okay,
yes,
can I put my point across? Why are you guys attacking me? You can do your own thing wherever you are and have your own thing, right? Me, that's a Cisse. I am not paying for no boy's or man's date. You asked me out on a date. You're paying for that date.
What if you're the one who initiated and asked the guy out?
I would never do that, so I wouldn't even know what that feels like or looks like.
That's not true, Amy, but yeah, let's keep it moving.
That's fast. I would just not ever ask a guy out.
But you just mentioned independence. What's the definition of independence?
I didn't mention independence. You guys brought up independence and say, well, you talk about independence and now you don't want to pay for the date. What does that have to do with anything?
Do you want to be an independent woman? Are you an independent woman?
I am surely a very proud, independent Black woman.
Black too? I thought you were white.
Yes.
I'm so glad you said what you just said. You're a proud, Black, independent woman. What is the definition?
You just messed it up. Say it right.
Okay. You're a proud, independent.
I'm a proud, independent Black woman.
Okay, so you're independent better. You're higher up there, even before you consider yourself Black or white or whatever race, right?
I'm proud for it.
Wow. Okay. Olay, what is the definition of independent?
It means 50-50, right? Or it means, hold on. You already made your piece. The definition of independence pretty much means that, because, and I'm not saying like you in particular, but I'm just saying like as a society, we're saying,
in particular, let's be specific. Yeah. Go ahead, Olay. Go down.
Women can do everything that a man can do, all that stuff, right? So if that's the case, and I'm walking, and the guy is walking, and we go out on a date, I'm not talking about the first date. I'm just saying going out on a date. If you really want to show that you're independent and you have the money, right? Like what's wrong with paying for the bill? What's wrong with stepping up since you're an independent Black woman?
You guys are so confused about the definition of feminism.
Okay. We're not talking about feminism. We're talking about independent.
Can you listen?
But you just said it.
Real feminists. Like if you want to go down to like the hardcore feminists, I'm not talking about you guys, like maybe definition of feminism. Because I'm actually part of groups of feminism on Facebook and I see like what they post. They don't even want a guy opening a door for them. So that's how kind of like hardcore they are.
That's because can I?
That's a group. That's a group. That doesn't define feminism.
No. It's a group of women that they feel like that's like a cultural norm. That's kind of like degrading the woman. They say like hardcore, and it's not like just a group of women that are just angry. These are like real feminists, and they believe in what they're doing. They're activists. They believe that break down some of the cultural norm. You shouldn't even have like saying that okay, a guy should open the door for a woman. That it should be actually both ways. So I'm just saying that you guys should not be like picking and choosing.
I'm going to speak and I don't want to hear any of your words right now until I finish.
Okay,
that's what I'm going to start with. Okay, number one, I am so sick and tired of you guys coming up with a definition of feminism. Olay, you just said you have a group of people. Who are these people to have the right to come up with a dictionary definition of feminism? Number one. Number two, when we say feminism, we're talking about the social perspective. And I think we had this discussion already.
But we're not talking about feminism.
Hush.
Wait, Juka.
I said hush for a minute. when we say feminism, we're talking about the social issues, okay, from the workplace, how women are treated when we come into the house. And this has nothing to do with feminism, who pays for what bill and what bill. This should be between me and, yes, it has nothing to do with who pays for the bills in the household. Feminism has no place in my marriage or in my relationship, or who does what for who. Okay?
Okay.
If I am a woman, I'm not done yet. If I am a woman and you open the door for me, when I get in that car, just because I am a woman and I should be nice enough to also open the door for you to come in. That's just something that we should teach ourselves to do. If I go on a first date, okay, with a man, and he has a job, he asks me out, it should be that man that has the audacity to ask me out to go with him to go pay for that. Now, if we have a conversation, we've been dating for a while, and you explain to me that you have an issue, you have a situation, and blah, 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 you just lost your job, I'm not even going to wait for you to pay for that. I'm going to go and pay for it. I may even give you the money to hold it in your pocket just to make you realize you're a man so you can pay for that. That is an instruction that I'm trying to teach you, something to let you know that you're supposed to be the king and I'm supposed to be the queen.
Stop at feminism. Please don't go into king and queen and feminine energy. Please, that one is not your lane. Please, I beg, stay away from that one. because one, you're not even supposed to pull the money out to give it to him. You let him figure it out.
I'm just saying, if I feel that way, there should be no feminist that's out there that's going to tell me how I'm going to take care of my man.
So who's supposed to pay for a first date? Who's supposed to pay for the first date, Jay? You or him?
If you ask me out, you should pay for it.
Okay, so and that's the first date. Now, if you start to date a guy, because you give a scenario that fits perfectly for your life and fits perfectly for what picture you like to paint. Because you're saying if you date him in the first date, he's supposed to pay. Now, if you date him for a while and he happens to lose his job and he doesn't have money, he explains to you, then you're gonna pay. Okay, no, okay, that's a perfect picture, and we like that painting. What I'm saying is, what about if he doesn't lose his job and he's working and he's earning money just like you're earning money? That's what Olay is saying. So what are you guys gonna do? Who pays for dates?
You ask me out, you pay for it.
No.
If I ask you out, I pay for it.
No, Jay, you're not being fair. We're not talking about the first date. We're talking about after you start dating this guy. We're talking about if you start dating this guy, at least you dated 5 times. He's paid for all 5 dates. You're working, you have money. He's working, he has money. You guys earn about the same, or
Amy,
he earns
just give me
less.
a second.
Who's gonna pay for those dates?
Let me just finish, Amy. She just asked me a question. Just do me a favor. She said a first date, a second date, it does not matter with me. The fact that you asked me out, you should have known how much your pocketbook is if you want to go sit me at a restaurant to go eat. I don't care how many times you ask me out. If it's the 50th time, the 100th time, and you ask me out and you don't have the money, and you expect me to go sit at that restaurant and pay for it, dude, please.
Dr. J,
guys, listen to me. Hello. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. If I want to go out and eat, I will use my money and take myself to a fancy, nice date. If I want to go out just to eat, I will go to a friend. I would go on a girls' night out and treat myself.
Amen.
When you as a man call yourself a man to take me out, you better expect to pay every single penny, and I expect you to open the door, close the door, and dust my shoes off.
They're just talking about the first date or the second date. But if you're in a relationship, let's say 5 months or whatever, so you're saying that every time you guys go out, the guy should pay. You should never cough up, even though you're making enough money to actually once in a while, right?
So let me tell you something.
Let her finish. Ole, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Let me finish, right? So you're saying during the relationship, not even once, would you say, "Oh, honey, no, don't worry about it. I'll take care of the bill today." You're saying that every time it's like, "Give me, take."
No. That's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying. Listen. Pause. Listen. So this is the thing. For me, right? I don't even have to wait for you to say, for us to go to dinner and I'll be like, "Oh, honey, I'll pay for it today." No, that's not how it works. We are in a relationship. This is like a year after, 6 months, 7, 9, 8, 10, 20 months after. Well, God knows how long after, right? I can wake up today and be like, "Babe, guess what? I'm gonna surprise you. I want to take you out today. It's on me. I said it before the fact of us even leaving the house. You didn't ask me out on a no. Listen, you didn't ask me out on a date, and we get to the date, and then now I'm like, okay, don't worry, today I'll pay. No, I said it before the fact. I even initiated the date. I said, babe, listen, today I want to surprise you. I'm taking you out on a date. Let's go out.
How
I got
convenient.
You.
So after 20 months, you're
Let me
gonna
tell
say
you a story.
It's my choice.
How men, they always want to be with a woman that's presentable, that's really dressed up nice. But then at the same time, they don't want to put their money and effort into it. You just see Amy and she's all put up, she's all dolled up, and you expect to go with Amy at a restaurant that is absolutely not the type that, it's not going to happen. So if you tell Amy, where do you want to go eat? She picks a restaurant. She takes you to the most luxurious restaurant. You better make sure you have money.
Okay, Olay, this is what I'm saying. And if you guys are watching, don't forget to comment below. What do you believe? Do you believe after a few days, the woman should step up and pay for a date? Or if you claim you're an independent woman? Now, it's different if you're saying you're a princess like me. I'm just saying. But if you're saying you're an independent woman, right? If that's the title you give yourself, you said I'm an independent black woman, whoop-de-woo, then if you guys, then if you go to a date, we're saying if at some point, the second date, you should actually also be able to pay, especially if you're making enough money. But you can't just keep going on dates and 20 days later, like Amy said, and then you say, honey, today I have he'll be gone before the 20th date.
That's fine. Goodbye.
Because you said you're independent.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
On a serious note, honestly, like I'm not understanding the logic. I'm not saying that a man not supposed to pay. With even the feminine energy that I always teach on the Facebook, I vehemently believe the guy should be the one that leads and pay for all the dates if he can afford it, right? If he can't afford it, that's another conversation that you all can have. But the moment as a woman you come across and say, I'm an independent black woman, I'm independent, but then let me finish. This is the problem I have. But then everything you are doing, your actions are not vibing or not in line with the comments that you are making. And I think this is the same thing that Olay is saying.
You know, what's happening is they're picking and choosing when they want to be independent, right? It's like, okay, yeah, I'm an independent woman. I have my own money. I'm gonna spend my own money, yada yada yada. But both Juka and I are not saying that like you go on the first date and then, of course, then the guy is gonna take you for a ride, right? It's like we're not saying that. We're not saying the second date, but we're saying like at some point that's reasonable, that's logical. You could also step up if you have the money, right? And
what do you think is reasonable and logical?
Exactly.
It depends. It depends by situation. But you cannot say you're gonna wait until 2 years. Like, hold on.
No one put a timeline to this.
You said 20 months.
If you've been on the guy, okay, hold on, guys. If you've been on a date with a guy, let's say at least 3 times, that means that now, and at some point, you decide that you're gonna be in a relationship with the guy, right? I'm not saying when you're dating, but if you decided to go on a relationship with the guy, that's probably a logical time when you can actually cough up and say, hey, I'm gonna take you out this time, or I'm gonna pay for the.
Unless the guy makes way more money than you, but if you are making, or if the guy is actually making exactly the same as you or less than you, are you gonna tell me, Dr. J, that you're gonna let him go because he's not paying on the dates?
Do what rocks your boat.
What rocks your boat is what we're talking about here.
Hold on. Amy is not paying for no date. Period. Juka is paying for a date, gave her. Olay is married, but still be paying for the date. Jaye is not paying for the date, so we are not paying for the date.
No black woman walks around, goes, I am an independent black woman. Hey, come date me, and you can pay for my blah, blah,
You guys just did.
No, we're having a conversation.
We're
having a conversation. We don't go out there and say, hey, I'm independent. Do you want to date me? No. So why do you ask me out and expect me to pay for the date? If I ask you out, or if I say, hey, honey, let's go out, then okay, I can pay for the date. But don't ask me out. We go over there, and then you're like, oh, I really don't have enough change.
So that happened to you? That's why you salted it?
Hey, like, if you really don't have enough change now, trust me, we are going to
have
have
my credit card.
Okay. On that note, I think we will go ahead and eat this hot soup just as and let us know what you think exactly should happen. At what point do you need to step up as a woman and contribute and pay a little bit? Or should you just be the independent Black woman, the proud one that doesn't pay for anything? On that note, we're going to go ahead and close this segment out. And don't forget to continue to share these videos. And we want to take the time and thank Stacy and also Silverlane for being here with us today with the conversation that we had. Okay. Also, let us know which side you're on, Juka and Olay, or these two. We'll see you next time. Bye, ladies. Bye, Jay. Stop rolling your eyes. Okay, got it. That's it. We love you all.
Believe that something is normal when it's not.
No, why we cannot
something
use
that is
that.
not true.
Well, we cannot use that.
Well,
Yeah.
we're defining the symptoms of mental illness.
No, but we cannot use it.
Now you guys are just witnessing mental breakdown.
People, the last name Sanyang in my nursery school or primary school, so just say it.
Okay, his most names are like out there. All right. You tell me, by the way,
Mike, you say who
Yo,
cares?
ya ko kumasa ya ñu ko laaj bi tumaa ngi ni ma wax loos moom bi
You should do. No, you should do. You should do. Yang you watch them do it on
It's so stupid.
That's like activity, but it's not active. You cannot.
You are not included in this business, my sister.
Okay, just stop talking.
You
Have
remember
you
you're fired.
watched the video of the black kid hitting Donald Trump on the head with the thing? Okay, let's go. Hot soup. Okay, so now let's move on to the next segment, and the next segment is the hot soup.
Amy, the more you do that, the more you're gonna drill us. So just be relaxed. That was the first thing. We'll see you next time. Bye, ladies. Okay, got it. That's it. We love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms to stay connected.
This ain't no pretending. I for bowl and by make lale. This is only the beginning. Banko account tool. Cordal one in toll. Plus $1 million plus arele or proof future problem all. Of course I did it with no flaws. I did it shit your balls. I'm with it. It's no calls. He visit settling scores. I'm with it. Got big balls. No limits. See how so.